Oh look, I'm back. So this video is going to be about the monster tank. I think it's been 7 months or so since I've set it up. I'm going to show you what has changed, what fish are in there at the moment, my mess. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a weird camera thing again. Everything looks kind of probably weird. I don't know, I'm upside down. Let's go to the tank. So what I might do is turn these lights off on the smaller tanks. Off you go, sorry fishes. So then we can see these tanks a little bit better. If you haven't seen my other video, this is a 9-foot tank by 4 foot front to back by 2.5 foot high. So you can work that out in centimeters, but it's a lot of centimeters. It's mostly Central and South American cichlids. There's a few giant gouramis. There's a few Asian catties, so hemianthus catfish. I think that's probably about it. Lots of peacock bass. I think I have my pair of trimax in here. That is the boy. I have no idea where the girl is. There's a few Australian natives in here as well. Can't really see them until they come up closer. I'll put some food in this tank in a few minutes as well. But there are some salmon-tailed cats from the Northern Territory, so they are decent sized catfish. There's one lurking down there. There's another one there, if you can kind of see them. Salmon-tailed catfish will live in full fresh to brackish, and then they even go salt and then back again. There is a big male dovey or wolf cichlid who's harassing the Kilberry bass at the moment, the peacock bass, mainly because he wants to breed with his girlfriend, and I have, oh, there she is there. I was going to say I have no idea where she is. It's a little bit cold at the moment. We are in subtropics, so it's a little bit too cold for them, I think, at the moment. What are you doing, Benji? He's a little boy. He's a little tiny boy dog. He's a whoopee. We have a big ass sump. So this is about 1,100 litres. This sump is powering this tank here and another 9x4 connected to it. So it pumps the water all the way up, overflows underneath, comes all the way out and goes into filter media. I have a pressurized K1 swimming pool filter. I know, I do need to upgrade though, so I'm thinking I will extend out that way, maybe put a couple of K1 filters. I need to get battery backup solar so I can heat it, because at the moment we are at 23 degrees and that is with 1200 watts of heat. I can't really put any more heat in it, otherwise I'm going to blow the power again. And I need to get these solar battery generator thingies and then have that working on all the heat, and maybe a big heat pump or something like that. Then once I get the heat, I can extend these tanks into more tanks. Yes, I know. You think I'm crazy now? You just wait 6 months or so and see what happens. So my sump, I have a few pumps pumping into that and all that wonderful stuff. I'm running ozone on this as well. If you don't know what ozone is, it kills stuff in the water. It can kill people, so you have to be careful with it. I do need a redox meter. We won't even get into that, but that is all arriving in the next month or so. So I'm super keen to add more stuff to this. Otherwise, I've just got a couple of pumps. I've got UV. I think there's like a, I think it's a 54 watt UV. I could be wrong, I've had it for a while, but we're just pumping water into this through UV sterilizer, which is UVC, into the tank and into the other tank, comes back, water gets pumped into this, which is my ozone, so O3, and there's an ozone generator there, which I'm going to upgrade as well, because I think the biggest ones I can get do 4,000 litres or something like that, so I think I need 2 of those, but we're dealing with that soon. And then my big swimming pool filter, hurrah. But the water quality is pretty good. I monitor pH, ammonia, nitrites. There's only a little bit of nitrate thanks to the ozone. If you want to know how that works, comment down below. We'll get into that wonderful stuff. But in this tank here, I have, I think, 6 hemianthus catfish. There may be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there are 6 hemianthus catfish. There is a few different types of peacock bass. I think I've got 3 different types. There's the Kilberry, the monos, which are these girls here. The bigger boys are in my bigger pool with the arowanas and the stingrays. There are some salmon-tailed catfish from the Northern Territory. So Northern Territory salmon-tailed cats, and they're the big ones that look kind of like sharks at the back. They don't get as big as the salmon-tailed catfish from Brisbane. So apparently different subspecies, something like that. There is a Saratoga, so that is a Liccardi, so southern Saratoga. Different than the Giardini, not as aggressive. They still get pretty big, so this one's not overly big. I think it's about 2 years old. I do have a huge one in my other pool, and apparently there's a smaller one in my other sump. So yeah, go figure. There are a lot of tiger Oscars. I think I have 5 tiger Oscars. A couple of these ones are ones that we bred ourselves, so they're probably, what, a year and a half old now, 2 years old. There is a couple of black belts, so that is a female black belt cichlid, so they're Central American. There is a big boy in there somewhere. He's lost in there. It does look overcrowded. It's a little bit overcrowded, but most of these fish are going to be split up into bigger pools than that. They're pretty big fish. That's like about a 1.5 foot, nearly 2 foot giant gourami. They obviously get a lot bigger than that. I have kept all these types of fish for the last 20 plus years, so don't stress. I do know what I'm doing, and I do have the means to have them in bigger tanks. So this is just a grow out 9 foot by 4 foot tank. That's such a cool salmon tail. So there are 3 salmon tail cats in here. Not too sure on the sex of them. They are mouth brooders, so they keep their babies in their mouth. Obviously they are not going to breed in this tank because there's way too many fish. Kilberry bass, which are the ones with the cool yellow on them, they do keep trying to breed in here. Here's a group of them here. So a boy, a girl, another big boy there. But yeah, too many fish in here, so as soon as they go to spawn, everything just swoops in. There are a couple of albino sailfin plecos, and I think a common sailfin pleco somewhere at the back. There was a male stingray, but he started harassing everything, so just a Maturo ray, so he's back in one of the bigger pools. I will show you him in another video. What do we got? We've got the trimac. So there's 2 trimacs. There is the female. So that must have been the male I looked at before. So those are the black belt cichlids. So they're only young. They're going to get about double that size. There's a couple of redfin cigar sharks, which aren't a shark. There's a big girl one there. She's pretty huge. I think she's about 60 centimeters or so. Very big fish, very cool fish. I did have 5 of them. I've been growing them up for years. But the bloody things in the pond jumped, pushed through the mesh. Lucky we've got good glass lids on these tanks. And then, boom, that was the end of them. There's a wolf cichlid, so a male dovey, wherever the female is. A few other different types of peacock bass growing up. But yeah, as they get bigger, I obviously need to split them up. It looks way overcrowded because all the fish come right up to the tank when I'm standing in front of them. I'm going to jump to some food, so let's jump to that. And I completely lost all the footage thanks to the camera. Never film anything for YouTube. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is the other 9 by 4. The water's nice and murky because I just fed them a whole container of this stuff, which is Vitalis fish food. It is Central and South American pellets. Really, really good food. They absolutely love it. It is a brilliant food. There is my 20-year-old red-tailed catfish. He is a meter long. Doesn't look very big, but he is quite a big fish in a very big tank. Yeah, so no footage of them being fed, unfortunately, this time. I will do it in some more videos, obviously, because we feed them all the time. But anyway, I will probably cut this now. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see any more videos on the fish room and all the other fish, just comment down below or click the thumbs up so we know. Look at that lovely little eel poking his little head out. We will see you in the next video. Hopefully, I won't wipe all the footage out. See you later.